Welcome back to True to Horsemanship. What I want to show two different ways. Get a horse started, give him to the bit. I've showed it in the past, but I'm going to show the old-fashioned way, and we'll talk about the cons. And also, as I'm doing it, I'm going to be talking about this horse's conformation, what I expect out of it. This is my vet's horse. He brought in just last week for me to get started, and because of his conformation, he's taken to the saddle pretty well, but there's other things I'm going to point out during this taping. So, you know, I know everybody's seen it, and I'm going to demonstrate it, but I don't like doing this unless I know the horse gives to the bit already a little bit. But I'm going to run my line through my back hole there for my back girth, and I'm going to tie a head up. You know, the theory behind it is easy. As he gives to it, it'll get soft. Now the problem is, like with this horse's conformation, number one, he works a lot off his hind end naturally, and also you see that thick neck. So the problem you'd run into doing this for the first time on a horse, especially if you don't know what you're doing, is the horse is probably going to go up in the air and liable to flip themselves up over backwards. Which, like I said, I've worked on him flexing, so he's not fighting. Yeah, I should have showed it the first time, but I'm not going to hurt him, just show y'all what not to do. And of course, the other old tried true way is, especially with me having metal stirrups, is tied to my stirrup. Because theory on that, the weight of the stirrup will help to get them to flex. And like I said, with a horse like this, if he had a little bit thinner neck, I probably would have been riding him already. I've probably been riding him on the second day, but with that thick neck, I know if I start trying to work that mouth before I do any of my groundwork, that he would be going up in the air. In which that first day he didn't want to give to the bit, and he was fighting my bungee cords real bad. But that's where I like the bungees. If I have a horse like this that's really thick to the neck, and I know it's going to be hard to get him flexing, it's when I use these. Because the nice thing about the bungee cords, easy fella. There we go. And right now I'm just going to work him back and forth a little bit. Let him settle. One thing, like I was saying, one thing I like about the bungees, number one, I got knots in it, and I like them a lot better than doing side reins. But I gotta train this horse nice and soft because the little girl's gonna be riding. So what I'll do is just get him on the bend a little bit. Because the bungees, if he pushes on it, you know, there's some give there. And just like anything else, you know, today I got it on my third knot, but like yesterday I had it on my second knot, get him soft and supple before I went to this. And this way, like right there, he's not even pulling on it. But before that first day, he had his nose way up in the air and pulling. But with the bungees, there's enough give there that 9 times out of 10, the horse ain't gonna flip themselves. And if they do give a little bit, that bungee being elastic is gonna give with them. So it goes back to pressure and release. Good boy. Easy. Like I said, this horse has already been through this. But like I said earlier, I like these a lot better in side reins because there's more give to them. It's not rock solid. And it's about the next closest thing I can set up to using my hands without using them. And right there, that was sweet. If you saw this horse the first day, you would really thought so. Now I just leave him alone. I'll push him a little bit, but I want him to find that bend. Of course, I want them feet moving. There we go, good. And like I said, this is a real simple, safe way of doing it. And like I said earlier, the reason I'm doing that with him is because he's got that real heavy neck. And this way I do all my prep work for him. So what I've done, he's ready for it today. As you can tell, I've worked both sides with him. And he's nice and supple on both sides. So what we'll do, I'm gonna go up to my second knot in the bungees, and I'm gonna go ahead and work him on the vertical. Because that's where my stopping all is going to come from. Now, I believe I've showed this in previous episodes, so like I said, a lot of this stuff is I've already done, but every time I do one, it seems like something new pops up and I explain something. Like in this case, talking about his conformation, what I expect when I ride him. Because of his conformation, I'm going to really have to think about him wanting to go up in the air. Kate. Oh, somebody one time said about teach my dog to leave. Well, watch. Get out. I know your hole's blocked. See, she knows to get out. I just don't care if she's in here or not. As the other day I was showing a horse and I had a little wagon in here and everything else. Somebody asked me if I want to move the wagon, and I said, nope, I ain't moving that wagon. Easy. Now this is a horse that Jeff picked up from his brother-in-law found him, and he's a horse that Jeff sort of rescued, or brother-in-law rescued, or somebody. I guess when they first got him, he was underweight, and he was skittish of people. See, now he's soft on the vertical, and I'll relate that to the bungee cords. And this way is no brainer. I didn't have to worry about pulling him up in the air because I did my steps. That's like the first little tidbit you saw on here was me driving, getting that little black horse, pulling the wagon, and it's going pretty smooth because I did all my steps prior to that. You know, everybody, one of my pet peeves for people who keeps talking to their horses. It irritates the shit out of me because I want my horses, like right now I'm working this horse with my body. I want this horse to listen to my body. I don't want him, number one, horses no hablas inglés. And I don't understand why people don't get that. I've seen horses that people have trouble picking up at the foot and they'll be there yelling, stop, quit, stop, quit. Well, hell, the horse keeps having trouble picking up his feet. Learn how to pick up a horse's feet and you won't have that problem. Because 9 times out of 10, I've seen it with picking up the feet. He's doing this, I can random rave about something else. Well, people picking up feet, and I went through this with somebody the other day. Her horse had a feet problem. I got the horse picking up her feet real good. She came over and we discussed this, so I'm not saying nothing that didn't already happen, but sorry my clients, I got to use y'all for examples. She's pulling that leg way in the hell out to the side and wondering why the horse was starting moving on her. And then I had to go back and get the horse back again to pick up her feet, and then we kept working with her because she was so worried about getting kicked, she would eventually got kicked. You know, that same way in life, you keep worrying about something, it's going to happen. So right now I'm just asking him to trot off. He's in frame. He's working that bit a little bit. And I got slack in my bungees. So now I'm going to ask for a lope. Because I want him to feel that. I want him to know what that bit is. Then I'll step in front, ask for a stop, and I reverse him. And I don't give a damn if he faces me or turns backwards. I don't care. I'm not that anal. If he's listening to my body and turning, that's fine with me. I don't buy into that join up BS. Now back off of them. As y'all seen me by now work a lot of horses, and I don't do that, fall into that routine and join up. And Chris behind the camera, she'll tell you all these horses follow me like a puppy dog because I truly give them leadership by controlling their feet, and I do that at first with a lead line. I don't expect to touch that halter. I expect these horses to follow me, but if I do touch that halter, I expect them to give. I talk loud and clear to them. I'm not going to BS with them, and that's where a lot of people get in trouble. Number one, they don't want to put the work into it. They want the quick fix, either a different bridle or something bit, instead of putting the work. And I showed my clinic in Gilroy, them horses up there, if you got the right tools and apply them, it works. But you got to put the effort. So this is real nice. I like the fact how light he's getting. Like right there, see, he braced against that bridle. So I'm just going to keep pushing him. Let him feel that bit. Then when he drops that head, he'll feel that pressure come off of him, and he'll know where to carry himself. And like I said, I like the bungees better in side reins because side reins don't give as much. I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And as soon as he does the right thing, right there, he got a little bit slack, so I'm gonna back off of him. Good boy. Now right now, to me, he's ready to climb on just about. What I'll do probably tomorrow is get on another horse and work him from another horse so he gets used to me being over top of him. And the horses I'll be using tomorrow, more than likely will be a Mustang, one or two of them. So that's just a little short tidbit to make y'all's life easier, and you know, get some decent bungees and some alligator clips. All I did was put some knots in there and let them work it. Let them be responsible for their own actions. And y'all have heard me preach about that enough. You know, it all goes back to everything. Let's get out of this mode where we don't make anybody responsible for our own actions. The horses, people, the kids, you know, take responsibility. So, with that preaching, it's hot as Hades out here today. I am going to cut it short and sweet. Be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. First and foremost, as I always say, be true to yourself. Don't make excuses, be true to yourself. And don't blame every damn body else for what's happening to your life. And to my kids, grandkids, and a special person out there, God bless and take care.